So I'm using like 69 nature res, and that's about all you need really. Okay, so I arc up this hill, which then starts to stack these mobs here. I then Nova, instantly blink. This gives me blink off cooldown when I come in here, basically. So I won this pack. Reapply shield. As soon as I've counter spell here, I pretty much have blink. Again, arc the mobs, get as much stack as possible. Whether this is necessary, I don't know, but it's just kind of the way I've got used to doing it, and it just, yeah. As soon as I get around this corner, I blink. This will allow me to have blink back where I've just pinged on the minimap, which allows me to stack these mobs at the end. Blink. Again, I'm not sure if this is necessary, but it's just how I've got used to doing it to make sure everything's stacked. As soon as it's still there, jump, Nova, allow the back ones to catch up, and then they freeze on this corner here until you reach this island. So Nova should run out as I get to the island, and then they're all stacked again. I blink here as well, just to get a bit of distance. Just you need to be a bit careful that you don't reset them there, but blinking where I did was fine. So I Nova these, I blink again. Rank 1 Frostbolt that one, but I need blink for this ramp. I'm gonna have to Fire Blast pull this one because of the parking. And then Cone of Cold for 2. Arcane Explosion that pack. And that one. Blink up the hill. Avoid the sisters. I then arc here again, so I can then Frost Nova most of the mobs. And I'll blink back up this ramp. I Fire Blast the middle one here because it pulls all of them when you normally pulls all of them when you Fire Blast the middle one. I can pull both of them at the same time with the way the parking is. Counter spell, instantly blink. If these catch up, I can either Cone of Cold the mobs behind me, or I can Nova them. You have to blink as soon as possible. I'm going to Nova to pull both of them and the rest of them. I need the blink to get through here. One them mobs, jump off the ledge. You can pull this one now, but you can pull it on the way back round if you need to, so it doesn't really matter too much. Right, I evocate here until the mobs hit this pillar. If you don't let them get to there, quite often the slimes reset. Now your goal here is to get in the side rooms without aggroing anything, so I blink through this tree. Try and not aggro anything coming into this room, because some of them can gouge, some of them can stun. And if you do, doing it for the first sort of few times, you can panic and then you normally end up dead. So Frostbolt, counter spell. I Arcane Explosion those two, and that one. The reason you don't want to get stunned is you want to blink up here. So you just aggro that one and blink. I then use Frost Nova on this pack, just in case you get gouged or stunned, or they get ahead. On most videos, people blizzard here. I don't blizzard here. I used to. When I was learning, I learned from Arleus, which was really helpful, but I found that you don't need to blizzard in that position. I like to refresh my barrier around here, and that's for this time round and on the kill attempt, and I'll explain why later on. Right, so if you don't blizzard where I said not to blizzard, you don't even have to blink over there normally. I just rank 1 here just to keep the mobs stacked. This position I'm stood in now is vital. And over this pack, I don't blink pull the other ones because I like to use my blink to pull this mob up there. On some videos they counterspell this pack. I just prefer it to use it to pull them imps up the top. Gives me more time to get in position here basically. You just want to get them fairly well stacked here. When your blizzard expires, drop down. As soon as you're off this ledge, blink. The reason I blink as soon as I come off the ledge is the ledge can obviously bug your blink out, and I like to blink here to pull this farm up. Counter spell this one as you get to that tree, and there's a little log here. Over that pack. I'm not actually sure if this blizzard here is necessary, but it's kind of a habit of mine that helps. Just make sure you don't get stunned or gouged. Otherwise you need to block, cancel or block. The reason it is essential, so the reason you do it is so you got the counter spell to pull this back. You blizzard and it allows you enough time to get your counter spell back off cooldown to counter spell that demon pack on the right hand side. This place here is the last place I want to blink because you need it off cooldown as you come down here in a second. This isn't necessary, but I like to do it this way because it gives you more time. You blink through this tree and run up that log. Just allows you more time here to get in position to blizzard on the corner there. As soon as your blizzard's expired or they're starting to get too near you, counterspell that one, fire blast that one, up the hill. There's 2 stealth mobs here that if you jump arcane exposure you pull them, blink on that pillar, so that will automatically pull that other pack. Slow that one. Right, switch the mage armor here, refresh your shield. You can bandage here, you can if you want to, but I'm gonna do it just raw, just so you can see my health and mana right now. I won't use any potions or anything, and then like just so you got a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a reference point as to like just that you don't need full health and mana to kill it. And then you run up here, you run back around this room and in the roundabout strat, which you've probably seen other videos and stuff. I just want to make this video just so it's just a straight run through without it being like 40 minutes long. And then again, same as the last time, you blink here. Right, so the reason I've refreshed my barrier where I refresh it is because if you refresh it where I refresh it, as soon as your barrier is almost breaking on the imps, it's automatically off cooldown. So there's no interruptions on your blizzards or anything like so. I'm currently running 84 nature resistance with mage armor. I have done it without the staff, so that would be 69, and it's not really a problem at all. But the key point is where I'm standing. This little black dot here, stand just off of it on this black line, and what you'll see happens is the mobs run out and back in, which basically gives you this perfect stack, which means you can just blizzard, move slightly to the left, re-blizzard, move a bit more to the left, re-blizzard again. Once the whole pack is slow, you move completely to the left to line of sight these imps. When the imps get line of sight, they come around the top, this one mob here is not an issue. So now I refresh my shield, jump down, I'm now blizzard on top of the imps and the pack, so everything dies at the same time. If one at the front does get a bit loose, you blizzard the back of the pack and jump back up. Like now, them two are there, I'm going to blizzard the back, I'm going to jump up, and then all the time, because that obviously that becomes the new front of the pack when you jump, depending which way you're jumping and which way you're moving. So you just have to, yeah, just be a little bit careful with it and just think about it before you do it. It's not the cleanest kill, but it's still a very clean kill. But yeah, so I'm running 84 nature res. I've done it with 50 because when you move the way that I move on the kill point, you don't tank. You tank the nature for enough time, but because you've got the instant ice barrier, because you reused it where you used it, then you can just refresh it, and then that gives you enough time to then get the imps into position and then kill it.